Hi there, I'm Matthew again, and this is the 12th video in a series on balancing the four strands with a well-balanced language learning course. Today we're looking at how to develop fluency with speaking with an activity called 4-3-2. Okay, so again, we're looking at our big chart here. So where are we? We're looking at fluency development, which is a quarter of a course, and the speaking for fluency, which is the 4-3-2 activity. Okay, so this should take a quarter of a quarter or 1/16th of a well-balanced course. So and keep in mind that fluency is using what you know to go faster, whether it's speaking faster or understand faster with reading or listening. Okay, let's briefly talk about what is fluency with speaking. So, um, when we think about meaning-focused output, we're talking about stretching our ability, as in we're experimenting with new patterns, we're experimenting with new phrases, and we're trying to communicate and express ourselves. So with meaning focused output like pair conversation or role plays or prepared talks, we're working hard to express ourselves. And fluency development is more about developing automaticity. So we're trying to become more automatic with what we already know. So, for example, we would be repeating some prepared talk that we're really familiar with, and we would try to go faster. And we would become really familiar with phrases and patterns in that conversation or that monologue or presentation. And through practicing fluency, we will become faster, more accurate with using language, and we will gain more confidence, of course, with our fluency. So, keep in mind that some teacher trainer courses, so for example, I'm a CELTA tutor. On most CELTA courses I've taught on, and on most CELTA courses that I've heard of, and on most teacher training courses that I've heard of, the meaning of fluency with speaking is usually it's about focusing on meaning and communicating meaning and not being too worried about accuracy, as in being grammatically accurate. So speaking for fluency on a lot of teacher trainer courses, so speaking for fluency would be contrasted with speaking for accuracy. So that's not quite the same. So when we're talking about the four strands and fluency development with speaking, or fluency development with any of the four skills, we're talking about an activity that's easy. There's a push to go faster with speaking or writing, and there is repetition. A lot of teacher trainer courses that I'm aware of talk about fluency, and fluency means meaning focused output. So when we talk about the four strands, fluency development is distinct from meaning focused output. So communication and just expressing your meaning is not the same as practicing for fluency in the four strands. Okay, so this is a 4-3-2 activity. Basically, we have the same person, the person in black, in three different kind of interactions. So first, the student in black is speaking with another person in black, and then we change partners after 4 minutes, and now we have 3 minutes to talk to the person in red. and we change partners a third time, and the person speaks to another person for 2 minutes. So this is the same, if this is a class, this is the same person speaking 3 times, and the same students who listen are also listening 3 times. So the listeners in the class are listening to 3 different people. That means the listeners in this activity are practicing meaning-focused input. So they're only hearing something once and they're understanding. So the listeners are not supposed to interrupt. The listeners are supposed to look interested. The speaker, however, is speaking about a topic and repeats that same topic 3 times, but has less time for each speaking. So first we have 4 minutes, and you speak about a topic for 4 minutes. Then you change partners. You speak to someone new and speak for 3 minutes. And you're trying to push to go faster, and you're trying to repeat the same content, same topic. And then you change one more time, and you go faster, and you repeat the same message. So this does not need to be 4-3-2. It could be something like 3-2-1.5, or it could be 2. It could be 2, 1.5-1, for example. But the idea is that you're practicing something easy, pushing to go faster, and there's repetition. That is the 4-3-2 activity. So the 4-3-2 activity is a good choice to use for practicing speaking. So if you've practiced something before in the meaning-focused output strand, such as a prepared talk, or you've practiced something like a role play, or you've practiced something like pair conversations several times, and you're really comfortable that you can do that, then you can practice this for going faster and faster. The idea is not necessarily that the first speaking takes 4 minutes. What's important is that you go for a certain amount of time, and then you push to go faster and repeat it. You can do this with just a partner, but you would repeat the same to that partner, of course. And you just talk to your partner. If you have an exchange partner, just talk to the person and talk about the benefits of it. And it won't be strange to repeat the same conversation again and again. That's how you practice speaking for fluency. Remember, it's using what you know, pushing to go faster, and it should be relatively easy. Thanks.